Right. Right, we solved the equation involving fractions, exercise 7.4, question 8. So the first thing we do is we put that over 1. The next thing we need to do is find the LCM. So draw a line there. The LCM are all the denominators multiplied by each other. Right. So the first thing you do is divide x plus 1 into all of this. So what I do is I put my finger over x plus 1. What's left? 1 times 3x minus 1, which is 3x minus 1. So it's 5 times 3x minus 1. Now bring the sign down. Now 3x minus 1 divided into all of this, the bottom. What's left? 1 times x plus 1, which is x plus 1. So 3 times. Now divide 1 into all of this. So basically hide the 1. What's left? So it's 1 times x plus 1, 3x minus 1. Right, the next step on the next line, so I'm just going to, instead of writing out all of that again, I'm just going to get rid of the bottom. So I don't need the bottom anymore. What I need to do now is I need to multiply everything out. I'll multiply this first. Right, so if I was multiplying this stuff out the long way, in the rough work, you should use rough work in maths. So it's x times the second bracket, x times, now it's plus 1 times the second bracket. Right, start multiplying that out. So x times 3x squared, x times minus 1, minus 1x. Now 1 times 3x, 1 times minus 1. Now add the x's together. That's 3x squared plus 2x minus 1. So all of this is 3x squared plus 2x minus 1. Okay, so that's done. Now what we do is multiply out these brackets. 5 times 3x. 5 times minus 1. Minus 3 times x. Minus 3 times 1. Now I told you before, we like to keep x squared positive. So it's positive where it sits. So what we'll do is we'll move all of this stuff across the equals that way. So I'm just writing down this here as it is. Now we'll move all of this stuff across the equals. So plus 15 becomes minus 15x. Minus 5 becomes plus 5. Minus 3x becomes plus 3x. And minus 3 becomes plus 3. Now add what we can. That's all the x squareds there are. Now the x's. Yeah, so plus 2, add the likes, so plus 2 plus 3 is 5, minus 15, minus 10x, yeah. And then the numbers, 3 plus 5 is 8, minus 1 is 7. Now we need to try by using just factorizing. Factors of 7 are just 1 times 7, aren't they? Factors of 3x squared are 3x times x. So we've got 3x here. X goes there. Now we have to figure out where the 1 and the 7 go. So if I put 3 times 7, I'll get 21. And I'll have 1x here. That's way too far away from 10, isn't it? We'll try the 7 here, and we'll try the 1 there. And do the test. So that's 7x. and that's 3x. How do I get minus 10? Minus 7 minus 3 gives you minus 10. So the top sign always goes left, the bottom sign goes right. Now all I have to do is finish off, find out what x is. 3x minus 7 is equal to x. Equal to 0, sorry. X minus 1 is equal to 0. Move the minus 7 across to equals. 3x is equal to 7. Divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. X is 7 over 3. On the right hand side, move the minus 1 across. X is equal to 1. So there's my two answers. Now what do those two answers mean? They mean that this was a quadratic equation. Quadratic equations look like that or that. That's the shape of the graph. 7 over 3 is 2 and a third. So 1, 2, 2 and a third is roughly there. And 1 is there. So where does this quadratic equation, where does the graph cross the x-axis? Crosses it at 2 and a third, or 7 over 3 and, 1 and 7 over 3. So that's what those two answers mean. Where does the quadratic equation cross the x-axis?